What's going on, everybody out there? I'm out here today doing an oil change on my RT. Everybody knows that these are some extremely expensive cars. So, I don't take my car to Jiffy Lube or any of those type of franchises to do my oil change. I change my own oil. However, if you don't have any type of mechanical knowledge, do not attempt to change your own oil, because not only you might blow your motor up if you don't know how much oil to put in your car or how to put oil in a car, you will blow up your engine. The first thing you do is either use jack ramps, or I'm old school. I had a great teacher, my dad, who taught me how to improvise. So I used my jack first to get the car up. Then I used some supports, 2 1/2-inch 8-inch block with 2 bricks on top of those 1/2-inch 8s to stabilize the car. Once again, don't try this if you're not mechanical savvy or have any type of construction experience. Underneath the car, sorry, I had to get in here to show you. There's an oil plug. You can see that oil plug. I've already used my 13 millimeter wrench. This is a 13 millimeter socket. You can get these at any auto parts store, Lowe's. Make sure it's a 13 or whatever, 13 millimeter or whatever your car requires. Unscrew the socket, but you will need a drain pan to catch the oil, or you will have oil all over the place. You see my oil pan, I've already done that step. The oil pan, I got it about 4 or 5 inches away because it shoots out. There's a lot of pressure. Okay. Now, bear with me for a second while I take off the oil filter. The oil filter hasn't been taken off, so you also have to take the oil filter off. And before you put any oil back in the car, you have to make sure that the oil plug is completely screwed in. Some have a washer behind the screw. Mine doesn't have a washer. I've never seen a washer or a gasket. But make sure you don't have, make sure you replace your gasket or washer if your car has one. This is the oil plug. This is the oil filter. Okay, some people use a oil wrench to unscrew that filter. I'm strong enough where I can unscrew it by hand. But like again, you can go to any auto parts store, Walmart, and they will sell you a oil filter wrench to untighten it and retighten it. But that's up to you. Okay, give me a second while I unscrew this and I'll be back. Alright, it took a little longer than I wanted it to, but here's the oil filter. Make sure when you go to buy the oil filter, you get the correct one. Walmart has a computer in the aisles, and you can enter your car year, make, and model, and it will tell you what filter to take off the shelf. Always go to Walmart because it carries more power. Auto parts stores also should carry your correct filter. So make sure you get the right filter. Also, make sure your filter has the ring on your new filter, and make sure the old filter ring is not stuck where you put this filter, or oil will leak out and you will have problems. Make sure you get the old ring from where you screw in the old filter inside, or it will leak. Alrighty. Now, I have to put the new filter on. The new filter is in the bag. I went to Walmart, got some goodies. My car used about 7 quarts of oil. But like I said, you want to make sure your oil plug is screwed back in snug. Don't over tighten because you will strip the threads on the screw. Okay, I'm gonna take care of this real fast and I'll be back. Also, wear gloves. This is very messy. You don't want to get oil all over you. This is my new oil filter, and I've learned from the old car heads to always put enough oil, or just fill your filter up with oil, so oil is already in the filter, so when the car starts up, it's pulling that oil up. It's a good habit to get into. Don't overfill the oil filter. Just put enough in there so you have some in the filter. Fill it, stop before you get to the threads at the top of the filter, and then screw your filter on, screw your oil plug back in snug, and you will be fine. I'm going to try to show you where the oil plug, where the oil filter came from. Now you can see right there, that's where the oil filter came from. I'm gonna have my hand going up, putting the new filter in. It screws on. Make sure you get everything even. And here's the oil filter. Now I gotta play with it, cause you know you gotta find it. So, you see, I'm twisting it to the right. Righty tighty, lefty loose. Don't over tighten the oil. Tighten the oil filter snug. Make sure the oil filter is snug. You see, I'm turning that filter. Filter snug. Sometimes you have to recheck it because it's oil that was on it. See, I hand tighten it. Like I said, you can use an oil wrench to be certain, but I'm pretty strong, but don't over tighten it either. This is, and that's your oil plug. You're gonna use your socket. Mine is 13 millimeter to close up the hole. Make sure both are completely on. Same way with this. Righty tighty, lefty loose. Here's my socket, my wrench. And you can start at hand tighten. I'm gonna hand tighten it a bit a little quicker. Turn it to the right. Make sure your socket is turned the right way. It's the opposite for on as it is for off. Now, see, got it on. Go up, down, and it's pretty snug already. But I'm gonna make sure, boom. I tugged on it a little bit. Go back, go up, turn it again, but don't overturn it. This is not about strength. Just make sure it's snug. I think it's snug. I'm good. So I got the filter on, got the oil plug back in. Now we're gonna put the oil in the car. Bear with me for a second. I'm gonna have to get my oil filter to put the oil in. I got this from Lowe's. This is 5 quarts. Car holds about 7 quarts of oil. So this comes in 5 quarts. It's about $18, $19. So I get one of those and I get 2 quarts of oil to add that. But before I put that last quart in, I check my stick.
Just as long as you stand by me.
Now use some oil in the oil filter, remember. So, but this is like 3/4 of a quart right here. You have to pour it slowly, or you will get oil everywhere.
On Sirius XM.
had to go get a filter. Make sure your filter that you're using is clean, because you don't want to get any trash in the motor. This is the filter. I'm going to wipe it out. I just cleaned it off. See all that right there? I stuck the filter where you put the oil at. Make sure that you're putting the oil in the right place. This is the oil cap. It says engine oil. That's where you want to put the oil. Don't put the oil in any other place. Alright, now I'm gonna put my oil in. You have to pour it slowly. Like I said, you will get oil everywhere. I'm gonna have to pour some of this oil out. Put the camera down for a second and pour some of this oil, because I don't want to waste oil everywhere. But when you pour your oil inside the filter, use one hand to hold it and pour with the oil. Be right back. And before you check the oil, make sure the oil cap is back on top, or oil will shoot everywhere. And always wear gloves and a rag. I keep a rag. I have a OCD, but it's a good habit. Like I said, these cars cost a lot of money. There's my oil on my gloves, the gloves I use. Put your oil cap back on. Like I say, you gotta make sure these caps on. Caps on. Now I'm gonna check the oil level. See whether or not I got enough oil, or whether I have to add oil. Alrighty. When adding the oil, when checking the oil, you want to wipe the oil stick. I wipe my oil stick off, so I can get an accurate reading. Now I'm gonna put the oil stick back in the slot where it goes to check the oil level. Trying to get you guys to see what I'm doing so you'll know what to do. All right, push it all the way down. Sometimes you gotta work with it. It's all the way down, it's in. It's in. You pull it out. You pull it out, look at the stick, and mine is saying that I need to put some more oil in it. It says add. You can see on the stick where it says add. So I'm like a quart short or half a quart short. So we're gonna add to it. So I'm gonna go back, take this off, the oil cap off. Now, got it real tight. Oil cap is off. And I'm about to get some more oil. Yep. I have some more oil. I got it in the house. So I'm gonna grab that and add to it. And guys, I'm gonna give you a tip. I always keep a quart of oil, just in case I have to add oil. Like I said, these cars cost a lot of money. I don't put the oil, I don't carry it around in my car. So I know you're like, well, how's that gonna help you? But I keep it at the house. That way, if I'm a quart low, because I check it frequently because I have an older model car. My RT is a 2010. It doesn't really burn that much oil, but just to be on the safe side, I check it, once a month to check the level because, it's a weekend or like, summertime car. So it's good to always check the oil level at least, some people might say once a week, but, with everybody's schedule, that's kind of hard to do. So I'll say at least once a month, especially if it's not a daily driver. All right, right now I'm adding this quart of oil back in here. Probably won't use all, but I might. It's better to have a little. This will be a little over than not have enough. Plus, I got the car jacked up, so the reading might be off a little. But I always want to have enough oil. Okay. And put the cap back on. Got oil all down on me from when I was unscrewing the oil filter, but it's okay. I'd rather have a little oil on me in a car than have a blown engine. I have to spend $25,000. I'm a poor man, so I don't have that type of money. All right, now I'm gonna check the oil level again. Hopefully we got it right this time. All right, here we go again. I pull the oil stick out, and hopefully you can see what I see, which means, well, right now I wiped it off, so, but there's nothing on it, so I'm gonna put it back in the slot. All right, it's in the slot. Now I'm pulling it back out the slot to check that reading. And we are still showing that it's a little low, but I think it's where the car is sitting. But I'm still gonna have to go to the store probably. It says safe, and it's not showing safe. What I mean is, it's not on a safe mark, but it's close. But I still have enough oil to add, but I'm about a quart of oil and add maybe half the quart just to be on the safe side. Because there's at least 7 quarts of oil I put in the car. Well, that wraps up my video for today. I hope I've been of some help to anybody that wants to attempt this task. Once again, if you don't have any mechanical experience, do not try this without a experienced mechanic by yourself, because you will mess up something or you will get hurt trying to jack up the car. This is only for people with mechanical experience. Enjoy your Sunday. Hopefully I can get out here and burn some rubber. It's a beautiful day in VA. Take care, everyone.